Just
All
got to
right,
get
now,
practice.
yep, that's a good thing. Welcome, guys, once again to Moose Wrestling League. I saw we were live, I guess. Now we are not. Now we officially live, and Zandvoort round 7, and it's gonna be spicy like it usually is in tier 6, where a lot of action gonna happen for sure. So, what you are looking mostly, Mr. Giant fans?
I am looking for the carnage. We've had a lot of carnage in the social races up to this point. A lot of safety cars, a lot of DNFs. This track has just brought out some of the, I'm not going to say worst driving in some people, but just some of the most chaotic because it's very limited opportunities to get an overtake done. So guys are going to be aggressive and look for moves when they can get them. And obviously that's going to lead to some issues here. So hopefully these boys can keep it clean and we can have a fun race.
Yeah, we hope so. Cause how you say there's like only few places you can do overtake. The main one is after the main straight, the Tarzan corner, which are one of the one Jlowry zone. And the second one is after turn 30 to 14, I guess. And from there on, you're gonna have to follow the car some closely. And it's like 14 turns, always turning, having a lot of change of elevation. It's an interesting track, and some people love, some people hate. So. It's gonna be interesting to see if Jlowry is gonna keep up his win straight or his pole straight. So I put a poll in there and see. So for now, what we have is like people think it's not gonna be. It's gonna be someone else who gonna be in pole with 44%. Jlowry is only in Johndoeswork 22%. So we'll see who they think may be taking the pole from now on.
It's gonna be hard to see someone beating Jlowry though. He's gotten 3 straight poles in a row. He's sitting at 4 total poles on the season. He's just the man to beat come quali time. Race, he won last week, but the last 2 races before that he finished 9th and DNF. So he's got a little bit to get there in the race, but we'll find out if someone can close the gap here in quali and make it a bit of a show for us.
That would be nice. Let me see if the game sound is coming. It doesn't look like it. So let's see if the map is coming. Okay, perfect.
Hello, Dylan.
So we're having
Hi,
Dido, the
chat.
first one on lap. Assume. Let me see if I can have a track map. On
Hasn't been the cleanest lap for him. Got it into the grass a little bit. Got a little too shallow into the bank corner. So
And,
not gonna be anything crazy here, but.
We'll see what he's gonna put as the first banker lap though. It's not looking bad at all, and he's gonna cross the line around 1:11.760 for, and the second one to cross the lap is nobody. So it may be the AlphaTauri of Enrapture. Oh, nope.
Rapture's in the grass. Looks like it's gonna be the Aston Martin of New York fan.
It's Lee Bloomer. Yeah, it's Lee Bloomer who gets across the line 1:11.640.
Late bloomer, a newer guy to our league, is
Yep,
done exceptionally well, but has been solid.
So we had Ghost Rider, who is the last one who is about to finish his lap.
New York fans gonna cross the line ahead of him and do a 1:14.2, so nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I think he was just still warming up his tire, but Ghost Rider now about to maybe in the 110, 110.609. The first one to go to the 110 is the Ghost Rider, the Ferrari driver, who had amazing. So now Enrapture is the one who is about to cross the line. And
Rapture did get into the grass quite a bit in the bank corner, so I think he's gonna go for another lap. Jlowry behind him, our guy to beat, did look like he's at a purple second sector, so we'll see what kind of a spicy time he can give to us here. Hugs the inside line.
1:9.711. Oh, almost a second faster than the Ghost Rider's second position. And now the last other one is Homer, maybe now.
And Rapture is retired. Looks like he has crashed into the bank corner.
Yep, the Alpine guys already crashed. So we got Quick Tongue, who is almost out of ERS. That's gonna be tough for him, but he's sliding almost everywhere. Yeah, there's still a bit close there.
He's almost out of ERS too. That's a little surprising.
He's going to the pit maybe.
As I say, he's not full throttle there. So Homer, the Williams driver behind him, gets onto the curb. That was scary.
but still managed to keep it on track, and he's about to cross the line with the he's to 116. Maybe how it he need to go again. We got Matt. Yep, Matt.
Michigan fans up the road farther than Matt. Another one of our Haas drivers.
Yep, and that he's gonna cross the line ahead of Matt, so we can go with him, who is finishing second sector, almost finishing the second sector, and about to set 49.267. She's not bad. And he's gonna go at the last corner. Gear is open, flat out, going to the starting line, the finish line with 110, I think, or 11. 110.67. She's not bad. Oh, he's gonna put.
See what our guy Matt can do behind him, coming off the final corner, looking like a 111 possibly.
111,
111.
P5. We got Stickman, who is the next one who's gonna post the line, I think. Yep.
Johndoeswork in the Ferrari on a set of mediums here for quali.
Okay,
for his first lap of the day.
Yep. He must be. Yeah. So Stickman just put, nah, this is not the purple sector.
It says purple sector, but that sector time I'm a little fishy.
Yep, it says 50 because I remember Michigan have like a 49, so there is no way you can put a purple sector for him. So I just keep it that like that and see what he's gonna put into 110 or 11. I think 111, 112, even 244.
Johndoeswork on his set of mediums. He's going to cross the line. Looks like a pretty competitive time. Goes second fastest on the mediums.
110.590. Okay.
Jay Morrison back down the order in P12, going to be on his first lap. He set a 49 flat in that second sector, so he's looking like he's...
That's a quick one, second sector.
Looked like he dipped that left side tire into the grass a little bit. That'll hurt his speed through that last actual corner in sector 3. Comes across the line.
110.475. He's P2 now officially. She's not bad, but Johndoeswork, his second run on stuff, we're gonna have gonna be nice to see. So everybody's set up a time except Quick Tongue and Jlowry for now. So while they are getting ready for the second round, let's go a quick check to the race note here. What we have. So like I was saying, Zandvoort is a fast, short, and undulating track. You require high downforce, and stability is key, to be honest, because you're gonna have to turn a lot. So yeah, you're gonna have a stable car and it's quick enough on the down straight as well. There is only few safe overtaking in their zone, like I said, the 2-1 and mainly the first one, the main straight. And from my point of view, the driver to watch is Jlowry, Johndoeswork, and Stickman. What do you think about that, Mr. Giant Fan?
I think I agree with you. I think we can throw Jay Morrison and Ghost Rider into those drivers to watch. They're looking pretty fast here so far in quali. Let's see if they can keep it together in the race. But like I said, give me a lot of carnage. I think even with only the 14 drivers in here, we have our championship leader Jlowry, and I believe it's Johndoeswork in second place in the championship. Yep. Just a little bit off of him.
Yep.
So our two championship front runners going to be squaring off here, and hopefully Johndoeswork can close the gap and make it a little more spicy for us going down to the finish of this season.
That is true. So speaking of Spanish championship, let's have a quick look on it. So what we get is Jlowry P1 with 94 point behind him, Johndoeswork 82 and Dido 71, Ghost Rider, Matt, Andre, Jameson, Catchman, Quick Tongue, Michigan Fan, New York Fan, Stickman, Temple Grant, and ended up to our top 14 guys that need to be watched today. So like you said, Jlowry is still the guy to beat, I think, and Johndoeswork just to trying to pull away, and Dido gonna try to not let that happen. And in terms of team championship, we get the Ferrari way ahead with 144 points, followed by Alpine 112, Mercedes 97, Red Bull 4, Haas 5th position, Williams in 6th position with 67, Aston Martin P7, AlphaTauri P8, and we get the McLaren P9 and Alfa Romeo in P10. That's how it is, how it stands so far. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Important to note for the overall Constructors' Championship, our front-running team of McLaren does not have a single driver in this race.
That is true. That is true. So McLaren doesn't have a single driver, which is quite interesting because that's going to be funny to not having them here. So I'm gonna end the pool now. We have 7 minutes to go. So people think Jlowry won't be in pool. So they may maybe think someone else or Johndoeswork gonna be one. So we'll see if they are right or not.
Andreoli did pump in a time of a 1:10.1 to steal second place. Andreoli's going to improve his time by quite a bit.
1:09.2. Oh, this is even faster than my fastest time. That is crazy, Jlowry. What was that? Wow. 1:09.299. That's scary.
Ghost Rider and Dido also improved to go up to 3rd and 4th on the grid. I think our first driver on a lap currently is Matt in our Williams.
So let's see where he's at. Yep, he is ending the sector 2.
Up quite a bit on this time.
Wow, 48, 7/10 up, and he is about to get the last corner. If he get a good exit there, he can be jump a few positions here. The is open all the way to the end of the lap. We're gonna see a 109, maybe 109, 110,
110.2.
Still P4, P4, which is not bad, yeah. P4, which is not bad. So the next one,
I think it's gonna be
Johndoeswork. Yeah,
Johndoeswork.
He's 2/10 up on his own time. About to cross.
Gonna run a little bit wide there and ruin his lap. His current lap is on a set of medium tires, so there's still plenty of time for him to find in his lap.
And so we get the Alpine, I think, who is.
That's Jlowry coming in, I believe.
Yep, who's coming in? So Matt is coming in as well. Johndoeswork gonna have to go another.
Late bloomer on his 3rd run of the day here.
Yep, he's out
on there P11.
Yep. So they have 5 minutes to go, and from there on, everybody gonna put their time. But I don't see anybody getting close to this time, even.
Jlowry, I don't even think it's worth them going back out with that big of a gap.
Yeah,
in second.
He doesn't need to. This is Lee Bloomer improving or starting his time, his new lap. Let's see what he can improve on that. He is now having 1:11.370. He need to go at least a second to be in the 110s. At least to be in the top 5.
Like he washed up a bit higher than you want to do in that bank corner.
Yeah.
You want to try and hug that inside line and get a straight run off. Going up too high will get a little marbles on your tires and cost us some time.
Yeah, but he's still 2/10 up after his first sector. Let's see what he's gonna do after the end of sector 2. If you're gonna maintain that or increase it.
Just kisses that inside curve. You don't want to touch that inside curve or else you're going to be finding yourself going around.
Yep, 5/10 up. Dado retired from the session. Okay, he said I'm good with it now. Okay. So let's see what Lee
Bloomer can join the 110s fight here.
He's 5/10 up, which should be enough to be in the 110s. But how high in the 110 he will be 110.6, so 6 he is, and P9. So it's except Jlowry, everybody is like in the 110s, so which is what we should expect in the short track like this one.
Morrison down there in P6 on a lap, use up about 2/10 at the end of the second sector, looking to get up in podium spots here, maybe even steal second off of his teammate Andreoli.
Let's see. He go 110, 210, he P3. He did not.
Close.
Yeah, just a few positions still, better than nothing. So we got New York fan about to cross online. 110.8, he go to P10. He didn't improve much though. Well, he's about to start.
Starting his lap.
Yeah, starting his lap.
But it looks like he forgot to turn his battery on, so that's not going to help him much.
Maybe he's going to need to run again. So nobody is in the lap now yet. They're all in the final out lap to launch their final turn. So Jlowry, you're good, man. You can stay in there.
I might just come back out for another run just for to see if he can dip into the 108s.
Yep. So, if he did in the 108, so the Ferrari of Johndoeswork gonna be the first one to cross to start his lap. Let's see what he can do. Go nice to the first corner, Tarzan corner they call it.
Once again, John did do his initial time on mediums. Oh,
Yep.
it's way high and corner.
Yeah.
Probably gonna cost him a bit of time, but got a good exit off. See what his first sector time is here.
2 tenths
He's
up.
up 2.5 tenths.
Yeah, we should be able to get into the 109, I hope.
If he finishes this lap without any major mistakes, I would expect him to go P2. He's
Yeah.
got very good pace. He's shown
Yeah,
it throughout the Schultz races, and I think
Yeah.
he's one of the better drivers here in Tier 6.
6 tenths up, so yeah, he's already in the 1.9. He keep doing the last good sector. He should be able to be in the 1.9. So now just try to have a good exit in the last corner, bumping.
Super tricky corner. Corners up.
Getting invalidated. Yeah. I hope he went all
Lose
the
a bit
way.
of time, but
yeah, 1
that's gonna cost him.
That's gonna cost him a lot. That's gonna cost him.
Oh, that's the difference between starting second and seventh.
That is 7th. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Let me check real quick if the stuff are not on streak. Okay, it's on streak. I guess I was wondering.
Oh no, it is. Matt goes up to P2,
Wow,
jumping into the 109. Is that a boy, Matt?
Attaboy. Homer is not so. And New York fan now finally turned his ears on. That is starting his lap. So Andre is on an out lap. Johndoeswork finishing his lap. Quick Tongue is on a lap, but he is almost
Ghost
out of
Riders
the race.
are. I think Ghost Riders our first one.
Ghost Rider.
Mercedes is going
Yeah.
across the line.
Yeah.
Jlowry, excuse me, Jlowry is our first driver. He
He's on
wants
a
to go
lap.
another good. He's
Whoa,
up
boy.
almost a tenth and a half.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna see a 108 here in Tier 6?
Yep. This is crazy. Wow.
Like a pretty clean last corner. Didn't get to the inside as much as he probably would have wanted to.
Let's
Comes
see.
across the line. There. Oh.
106. Thank you, man. If you get into the 108, I'm gonna be, you know what? This guy is crazy. That's insanely
Rider.
quick. Wow.
Is not going to improve on his lap.
Boy.
New York fan. Homer's going to cross the line, not improve. Is New York fan going to improve?
And that was
Goes up to P9. I think the only one that has a shot to improve now is Andre. Andre is down on his time currently.
74 tenths down on this time. He's P, but so far Marty is P, officially P2, which is a good starting point for him. Let's see. At worst, he will. Oh, Andre is gone. He's out and he's done. So that's it for qualification. I think nobody is gonna improve. We got Jlowry in P1, Matt in P2, Andreoli in P3. He's gonna get to the pit. Jameris on P4, Ghost Rider P5, Dido in P6, Johndoeswork P7, Quick Tongue P8, New York Fun P9, Michigan P10, Lee Bloomer P11, Homer P12, and Stickman P13, and Enrapture P14. That's it for qualification, guys. That's Jlowry. I don't bet against him in qualifying. His time is even out of tier 4 is like top times, to be honest. This is insanely quick, to be honest.
That is Jlowry's 5th pull of the season here in Tier 6.
Yes, sir. I think there is much we can say about it. That was a quick one. That was really a quick one, to be honest. Wow.
Mercedes, as much as everyone does not like to see it, is sitting pretty there in 3 and 4.
Yes, today I guess they are revancher because they didn't have a last good 2 weeks, so now they just wanna bite everybody, saying, "Hey, we are here." McLaren is not. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting race, man. It's gonna be interesting. What is a shame is like Johndoeswork, who is our P2 championship now. He is P7, so.
John easily could have been P2 on this grid had he not made that mistake in the final corner.
Exactly. I agree with that.
And
exactly. It could be.
I expect him to work his way up through this field.
That is true. That is completely true, and that's how it should be. But we see. We'll see.
Every day we see a 8/10 gap between first and second.
Yeah. Wow. That is so. Jlowry, Matt, Andreoli, Jay Morrison, Ghostwriter, David, Johndoeswork, Quick Tongue, New York Fan, Michigan Fan, Lee Bloomer, Homer, Stickman, and Rapture, which is perfect. Let me see if I can render this result.
We are also without an Alfa Romeo in this race.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. We only have one Alfa Romeo. Come on now. Up, document. There you go. Alright, so the grid star order is how you can see, guys. Jlowry in P1, Matt behind him, Andreoli, Jay Morrison behind him, Ghost Rider, Dido, Johndoeswork, Quick Tongue, New York Fan, Michigan Fan, Lee Bloomer, Homer, Stickman, and Rapture. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they all gonna have a good start or not, and this is gonna condition a lot from there.
Look like a nice sunny day here in Netherlands to start.
Yep, it does look like a dry race, so we'll see. Like a really dry race, so everybody should be able to get a nice. So how many safety cars do you expect, man?
Smaller grid, I'd say probably about 3 or 4.
Okay, which is
still a lot, but
indeed. Yeah, I agree with that.
Dido, if you are still in the chat, could you let us know if there's going to be any rain at the end of this race?
That would be nice, Dido. Appreciate it. So, alrighty.
Oh, we're going.
So, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. Jlowry get a good lunge, like without nobody business. Everybody get a good lunge. Andreoli get a nice one into Matt. Must keep the inside line. Everybody lunge without any issue. Nobody get a spin or anything. Matt keep his P2 position. Andreoli is all the way over him, trying to snatch his position off him, but so far so good. Jlowry is trying to pull out for everybody. Oh, touch between Andreoli and Matt. Get a touch. Andreoli get through. Well, Matt went a little bit wide there, and I hope everything is fine for him. But Jlowry already is the on-second gap against everybody. The Ferrari is still coming together.
Ferrari's had a little bit of a touch there going through the bank corner. Looks like Johndoeswork sent a move down the inside of his teammate Ghost Rider, who's pulled off and let Dido go.
Ooh.
Not sure if he has some damage. It doesn't look like his front wing's damaged at all. It looks like he may have just saw the writing on the wall and decided to let Dido get on after his teammate kind of set a move on the inside of him.
Alright, so Andreoli in the top 10 is the only one who is on soft. Everybody else is on medium except a Quick Tongue who is on hard, and Lee Bloomer Michigan Fan on soft as well. Stickman ended up doing hard at the back. So medium is gonna the muscly, but Quick Tongue is out.
Yellow flag, one of the passes of Quick Tongue.
And the first
VSC.
Yep.
As again, we have a Ferrari going slow. This is Johndoeswork.
Yep, it went to P5.
Magical forehead. I'm thinking 2 or 3 probably for tier 1. It is interesting to note Jlowry had a heck of a lead after that first lap. It was about 2 seconds when the safety car came out. Almost 3 now.
The Victor safety car, everybody, but Dido is all over at the safety car. We now go back green, and Dido make the move on Ghost Rider, and he's like P6.
As Homer goes off and into the gravel.
Stickman, watch out! Homer is sliding everywhere.
Homer, be a little safer than that next time, buddy.
Yep, I made a friend, don't know. So Andre is like 2.8, almost 3 seconds up, and Jlowry, wow, he's all over, like, what do you say, like almost everybody is gapped out except Johndoeswork, who is in the day race, and Ghost Rider as well. But except that, and Matt, who is trying to stick with Andreoli and have his day race, he's gonna have from this lap.
Homer just smacks the wall coming out of the stadium section and picks up a bit of wing damage. We'll carry on though.
Alright. So far, so good. So we got a little bit of fight between Ghost Rider and Dido. They both on medium tire.
Dido gets a little loose coming out of the bank corner. Dido, or excuse me, Ghost Rider, it's not going to look to have a move.
Yeah, but they're still fighting it out quite intensely. And Johndoeswork now is in the DRS of Jim Morrison, who is in the DRS of Matt, and Matt lost a DRS from Andreoli. So
interesting to see if anyone's gonna go bold here and try and do an overtake into the stadium section. I wouldn't suggest it, but
yeah, nobody, because they the main straight after that. So I'm gonna see if Johndoeswork is close enough to make a move on Jay Morrison after the end of this sector. He had a good run right here. He's still running for him. He may be able to make a move. He's not using any ERS. He still uses a DRS to stay close.
New York fan's also going to join this fight. It could be a possible double overtake if Dido's not careful. Ooh, gets up
New
the
York
track.
Wide. He managed to
Just
stay on
barely
track.
keeps it on the track.
Yep, but Ghost Rider moved to P6 now. And Matt is back in the DRS zone, or is out now of Jlowry, of Andreoli.
Not too many big movers here off the start. Rapture's our biggest mover, up 3 spots after he started last. Homer is into the pits, change that wing finally.
That's good.
So we take a look at our tire situation. We got Jlowry up in the front on mediums, pulling away from Andreoli by 4 seconds on the softs.
Yes.
Matt through New York fan is all mediums. Then we got late bloomer Michigan on softs, and then everyone after that is on the hard tire.
And Matt, he's back in the DRS zone of Andreoli. He's on the medium tire, and the soft dies really quick here. So let's see, going to the main straight after the last turn, if Matt can pull up a move on that. He has 52% of ERS. He's burning a little bit of ERS, but Andreoli got a good exit on there. Almost 9 tenths up now. He will be difficult to catch up to him. But now we're gonna see.
Johndoeswork is gonna dump some DRS here and try and get past Jay Morrison.
To the inside.
Should make it a quick, easy move, and will.
And make it stick, no issue.
Jay Morrison gonna take a look around the outside. Gotta hold it around the outside.
But you're gonna have to back it out of it, yep.
Jay Morrison gave it to him. Smart play by Jay.
Smart play, yeah, Jay in this. Leave another day. So Matt is the first one to pit and have now put the hard tire. And he's all the way back. Oh, Homer, yes, again.
That last lap, New York fan did have a look on Dido going into the stadium section, but thought better of it and backed out.
Backed out of it. That is smart of them. Dido is still all in the back of. There's a DRS trend from Ghost Rider to all the way down to New York fan. These three are all together.
Andre's tires are starting to give up a bit on him as Matt continues to close in on the back of this Mercedes.
New York fan is going to try to go to the inside of the move. Nope, he decided to back out of it. Yeah, that's a smart choice. He's going to have the main straight to make his move.
He's been playing it smart there behind Dido, not really risking anything. This Matt is 5 tenths off of Andre. Let's see if he can have a move on him. He's dumping the battery. Andre not really trying to defend it. Goes around the outside.
Oh, he did a bit touch. Oh, he saved it. Yeah, he saved it. Whew, was able to save it.
Andre's fuel light is on, so decided to underfuel for this race. Let's see if that comes back to bite him or not.
Yeah, because it's very hard to save fuel in here, to be honest. But Jlowry is gone. Jlowry is gone. Like, he's here.
New York fan has gotten ahead of Dido. We missed that. I'm not sure.
Finally, yeah.
If it was down in the first corner or not, but that's allowed late bloomer Michigan fan to close up a bit onto the back of that battle.
Yep. And so far,
yeah, Matt has gone off. He must have rode the curb and lost a couple spots. Does rejoin back to 5.
Yes, sir. He going to
the curve again.
Yep. Those curves are deadly. You need to stay away from those curves, to be honest. Once you get onto them, you are just a passenger from there. Not much you can do.
That'll give Andre a bit of breathing room, but Johndoeswork is not too far off of the back of him here, so I would expect John to close up to the rear of that Mercedes as John is on the medium tire, Andre on his softs.
Johndoeswork is having an interesting race. He's saving his areas, making his move, picking his time, and just moving up the positions slowly but surely. It's good to have Andy has a engineer behind you. That's for sure.
John's a pretty sharp driver. I've done a lot of social races with him this week. Done a couple in the past, and he's just maybe doesn't have the overall top speed, but he makes up for it with his intelligence.
That is true. That is true. And he is now in the data zone of Andreoli, and he should be able to get him easily because Andreoli tire should be about to be going off. Andreoli was banking maybe on a early safety car, which is not happening.
Almost had it there with Quick Tongue, but
yeah,
didn't get luck in that. Matt's all over the rear of Jay Morrison now.
Yeah, we got two ways to bottle here, Matt, Andreoli, Johndoeswork, and Jay Morrison. So I think they're
struggling on those softs now.
And
so the phase where they start to really fall off on you.
Yeah, Johndoeswork gonna have it easy, I think, in this one because he is have more ERS, more healthier tire, and make to the outside, make a stick before even the corner and get headed like that. And Matt as well gets pulled out from Jay Morrison and he's like in P4 and try to go back to Andreoli. And Ghost Rider is trying to look for the inside of Jay Morrison, but decided to back out of it.
Both Mercedes seem to be struggling a bit here at this phase of the race, especially Jay Moore. I'm surprised Jay Morrison's dropping off like he is. He's on those mediums. I figured he would have been a little bit more competitive, but we'll see if he can reel it back in here.
We'll see. But now, Johndoeswork, our two championship leader, are in P1 and P2. How is
Andre is out of the DRS here of
already.
Johndoeswork,
and Matt is in his DRS almost. Somebody
we do have a yellow flag. That is one of the Victorias. It's Late Bloomer who's lost it.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
The Dido as well. I look like I don't know if Dido got a piece of that or not.
Okay.
Dido without a wing.
Dido
is without a wing.
Wow. So something must have happened between Dido and Late Bloomer for sure.
Say Late Bloomer still has all of his parts and pieces on his car.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to pit early. Oops. Ooh. Decided to back off it. I must try to get in, but decided to back off.
Matt does not have the DRS here down the straight. See if Jay Morrison can capitalize.
He did
not. Close enough.
Yep. Whew. But
important for Matt to get into the DRS here of Andre. Help him defend against these drivers behind.
Yep. But so far it's like a clean race. I was expecting to have a few safety cars, but so far we don't have any. Maybe the fact that we have like 14 drivers help a lot too.
These guys have been doing a great job, been battling, having very clean races to this point.
So we got Ghost Rider and Jay Morrison who is battling for the P5 position. Ghost Rider is really close to him, but Jay Morrison, they all have DRS except Andreoli. So the main straight is going to be really interesting from here on.
Andre's fuel light is still on. Another fuel light that's on is Ghost Rider down there in the Ferrari in P6.
Oh, okay.
Have to keep track of both of those drivers, see if that comes back to haunt them towards the end of this race.
So Matt is all over Andreoli, who is his tire should be like almost out of life now. So Matt will try to have it here now. Can he have it? It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
Battery there to try to hold him off. I don't know if he's gonna be able to or not.
Matt go for the outside move and make a stick without any issue. So now
there by Matt.
It's gonna know if Mercedes is gonna have a team call and let Jay Morrison go or not.
Hey, let's
touch it.
Got to the back of Matt there.
Yep.
We'll see if Jordan makes the call here and
Andrea is all over Matt now. Matt is struggling to pull away from him.
It's going to be important for Matt to build a gap here before that main straight. Because now his teammate's going to go around the outside, gets on the grass. Might open the door here for Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, they're not going to look for the switchback on Jay Morrison.
But Ghost Rider get the inside line and get the move done. Getting too wide.
On the outside,
now into the gravel. So have to wait for New York fan to even pass him before to be able to get to the track.
Going to capitalize off of all of that and steal a spot from Jay Morrison. His Ghost Rider now is going to be all over the rear of Andre onto the main straight. Andre does not have any battery to defend this with. Should be an easy move here for Ghost Rider.
And he decide to
Andre is pitting.
And now Matt was able to have 1.2 second gap. See if Ghost Rider can match that.
Let's not forget about our leader up there, Jlowry, who's pulled 10 seconds onto the field here in 11 laps. Not even 11 laps. So it wasn't even 11 laps. We had that VSC at the end of the lap 1.
That is true. So almost like a second lap.
It is a second lap.
That is insane.
As it looks like our closest battle is Stickman and Late Bloomers. Late Bloomers' tires are going to start falling off the cliff here. He's
on the soft. And that's the bottom for PP9. And Stickman is all over him. He was one of our driver to watch. He's still now for P10, but he's on the hard though, so he will be able to go longer than anyone so far. And maybe try to do a hard and soft.
Not surprised me if Stickman does get a move done here into the stadium section. Should get a rip off this corner.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna be smart about it. He's gonna wait until the main straight. No need to rush it here.
Need to rush it here and
Ghost Rider up ahead, up at P3 and 4s. Might have a go here at Matt into turn 1.
He looked to the inside, but decided to back out of it. Yep. So
Michigan fan is into the pits on his soft tires.
So Stickman is all over back of Lee Bloomer, who is in the inside. Maybe he can decide to pit. Yep, he decided to pit, and Stickman is officially P9 now.
That's all of our soft runners in and onto a new set of tires.
Yes, sir. So
closest battle on track is currently Matt and Ghost Rider.
Yep, those two are flying together.
Now Matt's fuel light is on, along with Ghost Rider's.
Wow. Okay. I wonder.
As Homer and Dido have a bit of a battle there into 1. And Dido taking the spot away.
Dido make the move stick. Dido makes the move stick. Whoa. I'm really surprised and happily surprised. I don't know who have a bet on how many safety car he is, but I'm sure he must be not happy right now.
Roman might be cheering pretty hard right now for this lack of safety cars.
Oh, maybe, yeah. You never know. That is true. He's the one who usually does that.
I'm surprised that Johndoeswork hasn't pulled away from Matt and Ghost Rider. He's just kind of kept this gap with 2 seconds between them and hasn't been able to pull away yet.
Yeah, he was not able to. He was not able to. So, if you are a medium runner, at what time you gonna start thinking about box?
Mediums are probably gonna look to go until about lap 16, 15, 16-ish to
put the
switch over the hards
into the end.
Yeah, we might get a couple bold guys that opt for sauce, but that would not be a smart strategy in my opinion.
To be honest,
but we do like excitement, so maybe we'll see someone opt for the exciting strategy.
So Andre Yoli is on hard now. For soft to hard, he maybe try to go to hard until the end, which is gonna make them last to 25 laps, maybe. It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, if you're Jlowry, you're gonna just stay out there until these guys all pit. There's no reason for him to pit early. He's got 12-second gap over John. As Ghost Rider's gonna have a go at Matt here and get the spot.
Yep, inside without any issues done, and we got now the Ferrari P2, P3, which they are the team leading the driver championship, or the constructor championship in tier 6. I mean,
New York fans' fuel lights starting to pop on a bit, so these fuel lights are starting to pop on one by one. I'd be really nervous if I were someone like Ghost Rider and Andreoli, who's had it on since the start of the race, because they're not in a good spot. Stickman is all over the back of Andre. Looks like Andre may have just gotten a move done on him.
Oh, okay.
Stickman has yet to hit.
Indeed. And Raptor as well. He's like 5 seconds up, so he can go longer and maybe pit around lap 19, lap 20.
Now, Andre is going to gain quite a few spots here. I'm expecting him to be P2 after all these guys pit. He's been on these fresh tires for 3 laps now. And we're still looking at probably another lap or 2 before these medium runners pit. So he'll probably be ahead of these guys, and we'll see if these guys can run him back down.
Yeah, because he may be good now, but by the end of the race, it's gonna be really hard. But you know, here it's very easy to defend and hard to overtake.
Down there in P12, Late Bloomer has gotten ahead of Homer.
All right, so Homer is back in P13.
Michigan fan gonna take over the spot from Stickman. Stickman is yet to pit. Michigan fan on his fresh hard tires.
Yep, a 3-lap fresh for him. We got interrupter. So far everybody is a little bit, you know, having at least a second gap. There is no
Matt falling out of DRS here from Ghost Rider.
Yep. I guess the closest one is, let's see, Matt, but he's still out of DRS, and Stickman, who is still getting past about Michigan fan. So I'm sure that gap gonna keep growing. Homer is trying to hang in the back of Lee Bloomer. And can he do anything about it? No.
If either one of these Ferrari boys decides to pit here,
Yeah.
they're staying out another lap. Oh, Matt's going to go for the undercut here. Look to gain some spots.
That's a smart call.
New York fan's going to join them, so
Yep.
he's still looking for an undercut here on the Ferraris.
Oh, well, that's going to be interesting to see if that's going to work or not, because undercut here is really powerful, to be honest. Oh, but Matt have a wing to change wing, so New York fan going to be the winner here, to be honest.
I wonder where he got wing damage. I don't remember him having
Wing
too much
damage.
contact.
Maybe when he was like out, he get like a missing end plate.
Now, take note, New York fan came out right behind Michigan fan, so those Ferraris are going to have to box here to try and cover these guys off.
Yeah.
And we really don't want to double stack here. Johndoeswork has tons of battery left. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be
I'm
tight.
Ghost Rider. I'm looking to pit right here. Johndoeswork can probably go another lap and be fine.
Be fine. And like have a push lap of like with using at least 50% of his battery to try to get the quicker in lap as he can.
Andy, tell these boys to pit. You need to cover these guys off. Andre early gets past Rapture. They're just stay out another lap. Andy, what are you and Ferrari doing?
Well, we'll see. Last week they tried something and they lost the win and ending up getting the P3. But we'll see this time. So I will have go and pit it, but maybe
So
they
what is Andy and Ferrari cooking up down there.
maybe they're thinking about the end of the race and try to go medium soft.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
They're
will
gonna
be
lose tons
bold.
of time here staying out though.
Oh,
Matt all over the back of Stickman now. Might look for an outside move here in the bank corner.
with the freshest tire, and he'll get to the inside again. Try to have a good exit to him. Not good enough.
New York fan is all over the back of Michigan fan up ahead.
Yep, they are both fan of something. Between the New York and the Michigan.
Surprised the New York fan hasn't gotten by him by now. He's on the fresher set of hards.
Yep, that's sure.
Like,
Like
been able to put it together yet.
for 4 laps, a fresh hard. So maybe during the main straight he can pull out, because Michigan fan don't have DRS.
Matt's gonna get moved down here on Stickman into the stadium section. Ghost Rider is finally pit.
Okay.
New York fan. Oh, New York fan's gonna make contact with Michigan fan. New York fan is around.
I hope Matt is
See if
about
Matt's
to
gonna hit
come.
that. Okay,
Matt
that's-
got, yep,
It's
everything
fine, no
good.
problem.
Yep. Smart choice, smart move, man. So let's see where Ghost Rider gonna come out. He is, yeah.
Pretty
way-
far ahead of Matt.
Yep. Because Matt had to change his wing, so yeah. But Andreoli now is right there. Right up there.
Maybe Ferrari is cooking up something down there. I would have thought they would have lost more time than that, but
Yeah, they did not.
maybe Andy does know what he's doing.
Indeed. We're chilling, you say, we're chilling.
You guys probably be hoping for a safety car here. A lot of fuel lights on as Jlowry is finally inside the box. No, that guy that's been leading the race the whole time.
Yep.
See
And
if John's been dumping battery, so we'll see him into the pits now.
good now too.
Lifts
let's
off
see.
quite a bit early. He wants to make sure he doesn't pick up a speed
Pick up,
speed penalty.
Yeah, that would be dumb. So let's see where he's gonna come out. He should be able to come out behind Andreoli, I think.
Jay Morrison joining in, and as we have a Williams around, that's
So,
Homer.
Does Andreoli gonna jump him? Yes, Andreoli jump Johndoeswork. And how many seconds the
Ghost Rider
11
and
seconds.
Rapture are fighting, and that's going to hold up Ghost Rider and allow Johndoeswork to get out ahead of him.
Yep.
See if Ghost Rider can get a good exit off of the bank corner here. Not going to be able to get a great one. Rapture going to dump some battery here to hold him off.
That's where it's worth. But now, Johndoeswork have like a 3-second gap to Andreoli, who is 8 lap old hard.
New York fan getting a bit aggressive here on Jay Morrison.
But Jay Morrison holds the position, but New York fan almost out of ERS, 5%, and his light feed is on as well. Wow.
Dumping battery too.
Yep.
These two are going to try and catch up to Matt as Ghost Rider going to take a peek down of inside of Rapture. Thinks better of it. Should be able to get him here on the straight.
Yeah, it should be if you get a good exit right away, because they are way. Adapt doesn't have a DRS, and yes, it should be easy move done. Adapt has his 18 laps all tied. He went to the pit finally, and Johndoeswork get his move, and now it's Ferrari charging the field, getting to try to get the Mercedes off Andreoli, with 9 laps old compared to the Johndoeswork tire.
New York fan does get by Jay Morrison, so from that spin is trying to regain some of the time he lost.
Yes, sir.
We also have Stickman into the pits. Swap onto the medium tires.
Get hard to medium, so let's see what it is gonna look like. And Raptor as well went to the medium. So yeah, they should be the quicker tire, but is there gonna be a big difference or not? That's the main question right now.
So a quick update on the fuel light situation. Jlowry does not have a fuel light on. Andreoli has one on. Ghost Rider has his on. Michigan fan has his on. Matt has his on. New York fan has his on. Dido has his on. And Homer down in the back also has a fuel light on. So we could potentially see some fuel strategy
issue
coming.
yeah.
Coming
Hard
into
to
the end of
say.
the race.
That is sure.
Fortunately, it won't spice up the battle for the win, but could spice up the battle for this podium.
Andreoli almost out of ERS, and he's blinking, but Matt, Johndoeswork is like good almost a second from that, and he has like 50%
moved on New York fan into turn 1. New York fan going to look for the switchback on him from the inside. Oh, got a little squirrely there. Is going to hold the spot though.
Yep, he makes it sick, but James is going to try to look a little bit touch contact there, but ooh, that was tight.
This guy's fighting hard for P7.
Yep, that's how it should be. So how it should be. So Johndoeswork still charging towards Andreoli. Tried to like flirt between the 2 seconds.
Matt almost lost it there. That's going to allow New York fan to get right onto the rear of him. Jay Morrison also joining into the fight. And these guys are closing in out of the back of Michigan fan. Looks like Matt's going to let New York fan go, possibly.
And get the DRS the main straight. He lead. Whoop, a little bit of contact there. Put to the outside, but still make. Oh,
New York fan.
Safety cars. They both out of discussion. Oh my boy.
Boys.
Oh, boy.
You got to play smarter there. That's on both of them.
Yeah, that's a full safety car. That's a
no reason to stick it into that corner side by side.
Nah.
Jay Morrison is coming into the pits.
And New York fan left the session.
Along with Michigan fan.
Whew.
I would expect all these guys to come in for a fresh set of mediums, maybe other than Rapture.
Yep, Jay Morrison get to the medium and try to go into the end, which he can do now. Same for Michigan fan.
Rapture's going to gain quite a few spots out of this. He got past Michigan fan and Jay Morrison.
Yep, Dido decided to go for the medium. Yep.
I agree, Jim. No reason to be going side by side there, especially with the main straight coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't needed. That was a unnecessary move, unnecessary difference, I guess, both of them. So now, if you are Andreoli, this is the perfect opportunity to box again and get some fresh tire. No matter what, you cannot go.
Jlowry is coming in. We'll swap to a fresh set of mediums.
Yep.
Andre, I'd be shocked if Andre doesn't come in here. I had to
Yeah.
slow way down there to avoid a drive-through penalty.
Yep. He come in, so Johndoeswork will come in. Everybody coming in.
Ghost Rider again, double stack here. He's coming in. He's got plenty of time back to rapture
Yeah,
though, so it shouldn't
yeah,
be much
should
of
be
an
good.
issue.
Yep. So Andreoli is happy now. Now we are all in the same tire. But Ghost Rider decided to go on soft.
Right off the softs. Interesting.
Sure. Interesting indeed. So that's like how many lap? 14?
They'll go that far, but they're not gonna feel good at the end of it.
At all. At all. And when people are on the medium, nah.
I like it because it spices it up, but
Indeed.
if I was a
He
driver, I probably would have opted for the mediums there.
So now, what's the call here? If you are Ferrari, do you let Ghost Rider go right away and try to to get to Jlowry?
That's a tough one because I think Johndoeswork has an advantage over Andre in terms of pace.
Yes.
So I would try to see if John can
Johndoeswork.
get ahead of Andre and then go from there.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be interesting. So it's not a virtuous safety car; it's a whole safety car. I don't know why the game is saying. Now we're saying the virtuous full safety car. It's gonna be interesting. I think we have one more or two more lap safety car to go before anything. But yeah, at least we have one safety car, which is not bad. And we're down to 11 drivers now, which means only one person won't get point if things stop here, which is Homer. And I think the fastest lap is going to Jlowry with an 11.8, almost a second. So this is gonna be hard to beat. Maybe with a soft tire people can beat it, but we'll see.
Bit longer for all these guys to get caught up. Homer is back on the lead lap now because of all this.
Yeah,
What rejoices?
she's not bad. If he just can avoid the mistake and stop touching the grass, which he just did now, that would be good.
Just test the limits.
Stick on the track. Don't go to get any curve or grass. They are deadly here. So yeah, I think we're gonna have at least one more lap for Homer to catch up. Ferrari is looking good right now with the P3 and P4, because like we said, everybody is so tight in the overall team's championship that it's good to have like your team up there. P3, P4 is a massive point no matter how you look at it. I think we're gonna go one more lap because Matt
I
won't.
think we got one more.
Yeah, because Matt may not get to them before end of sector 2, which is just there, unless there is a late call of safety car, which I doubt gonna happen. So yeah, one more lap of safety car, and Andreoli, Jlowry, Johndoeswork, and Ghost Rider gonna have a 10 lap shootout. It's gonna be interesting. Indeed.
See, does Andre or John have anything for Jlowry now?
What do you mean?
Do you think they can pull off a stunner here and steal a win away?
I don't think so. To be honest, unless Jlowry make a mistake, he's just Too fast for.
I think if anyone does, I think it's John. But John's gonna have to go through Andreoli. Andreoli's no slouch. It's not gonna be easy for him to get by him.
I think even pace-wise, if they are on the same tire, Jlowry will be a little bit quick. So unless there is a mistake or something like that, but you know, Johndoeswork is very smart in managing his DRS, so he may pull out something out well. But that's gonna depend on how quick he can pass Andreoli as well.
Watch out for the safety car check up here. These guys, the game will limit your throttle going into this stadium section. Let's hope that everyone is paying attention, and so far it looks like everyone is.
So the safety car is out. So Andreoli, you cannot go side by side. He is decided to be on the field line. So when gonna be Jlowry be gone? He is not gone because safety car is not inside yet. He's not inside yet. You cannot go. So Jlowry gonna really go late, and now he's gone. And everybody's following straight. Johndoeswork is still a little bit behind, but so far so good. Nobody was able to get a move done or happen. And Matt and Homer make a move on a Stickman.
Homer might get two of them here with Bloomer. Almost loses it.
Yep, we're still fine. So the top, nothing happened there. And Ghost Rider lost a little bit of time to Johndoeswork, almost like 1 second out.
And on the softs too. This is the time where he's gotta make the most of them.
And even Johndoeswork is out of DRS now, a little bit 1 second out. Jlowry tried to pull a lot, but Andreoli is still behind with him.
Hey, if Andreoli can somehow stick into the DRS here, we might have a race for the win here. But that's going to be key, is sticking that DRS.
Yeah, he's burning a little bit of ERS, and as well as Jlowry as well. But so far so good.
A dogfight back down the pack before. Oh, Jay Morrison almost got into the side of Michigan fan entering the stadium section.
That's good. But Jlowry is already pulled out a second gap of Andreoli, who is out of DRS now.
Jay Morrison's going to have a go here. Michigan fan going into one.
Yep, Jay Morrison going to the inside line. They see Dido right behind them as well. Dido launched a little bit of contact, but they all survive it. But Michigan fan keep his position. And Dido is all over Jay Morrison. Wow.
Yeah, it was almost very bad for both drivers there.
Yep, that was a great send there by Jay Morrison as well.
Props to Dido for letting those two gather it back up.
And everybody's like, we got a DRS trend now from a Michigan fan all the way down to Homer.
The front runners are getting quite a bit spaced out here, so we'll focus on this battle back down the order.
Yeah, Andreoli almost pulled out a 2 second gap. The same for Johndoeswork somehow, like is almost 3 seconds down of Andreoli. I didn't know that that pace difference was that much. 3 seconds now.
Oh, the contact between Jay Morrison and Michigan fan. Dido's going to stick it around the outside.
Oh, contact! Oh, and Matt survived. Nope, nope. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, okay. Whew. Nobody DNF. So who get Michigan fan get a 5 second penalty collision with Omar. You can.
Oh, that's a tough penalty there.
That's a penalty there, indeed. That's the game. So you can try to get it removed later on if you want to. So Matt and Stickman still going, and try to make a move now.
Stickman does have a bit of wing damage.
There is a Mercedes out there. Is that Jay Morrison?
Yeah, okay. Yes, that is Jay Morrison.
Okay, he will also.
Michigan fan and Jay Morrison go from well within the points, the last two spots in the points.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Stickman and Homer, who were in those spots, have just jumped up to P7 and 8.
And Homer and try to fight with. They try to go to the outside, inside now. It's gonna be tight. Go to the inside, make the move. Wow, here you go. Attaboy. This guy tried to switch back.
Get it right back.
All right, we're having some fun in the back here with Homer and Stickman, showing us how to do it.
Front, the Ferraris have gotten pretty close as well. Ghost Rider's soft finally switched on here. He might be giving Johndoeswork a run for his money.
Yep, gonna have to maybe a team call, and Homer make the move.
Hey. Looks like he kind of shoved Stickman into the marbles there
a little bit. And Ghost Rider go past Johndoeswork and now trying to catch Andreoli, who is already almost 4 second gap. It's gonna be tough.
Dido all over the back of Rapture now. Oh, almost makes contact with the back of Rapture. Rapture on the older man.
So yeah, I think unless there is something bad happening, the top 6 gonna be the top 6, and after that it's from Matt to below, because 10-second gap between Homer and the top 6 people. Lee Bloomer is on charge now. He just passed Stickman for P8 and now trying to catch up to Homer for P7. So Dido and Raptor are the closest battle we're seeing. They're going inside the stadium. Smooth and Dido will have the DRS now. Maybe he will be able to make a move in Rapture.
It should be quite an easy move. Let's see. I don't know. Rapture does have quite a bit of battery to play with, but Rapture's been playing it smart here. I think he knows really his battle.
Yep. And they go side by side. Dido get the move done without any issue. And Rapture goes to the inside.
Okay.
Whoa, a little bit of touch, but the Dido make it stake. Woo. That was sneaky.
Did not see that one coming.
Me neither. That was a sneaky one. So Adapter drop to P6, Dido move up to P5 and have a 3-second gap to the Ferrari duo, who still cannot catch to Andreoli, who is having his race. Jlowry is a much Verstappen ways today, to be honest. So yeah,
Andre's making me eat my words. I thought Johndoeswork was gonna get by him, not really too many issues, but Andre's pulled right away.
Yep, he did.
Credit to Andre.
Wow. So Lee Bloomer almost like cut a half a second in one lap. 1.5
Rapture and
seconds.
Dido still fighting it here.
And that'll go to the inside.
Yep. Flag. Looked like Homer may have had a moment.
But we were able to recover
No,
it. It was Lee Bloomer.
Bloomer.
Yep, it was Lee Bloomer. And Adapter Dido still at it, but this time Adapter gonna be the one having a DRS, and Dido move a little bit late, but still Adapter him try to go to the inside. They're both moving on the braking, but Adapter get the move done, and Dido gonna try.
What can I open for you? I couldn't find any results.
These guys are trying to wreck, they just haven't done it yet.
I couldn't find any results.
As we do have a yellow flag, it looks like. I don't know if that was
Stickman.
Yeah, that was Michigan.
Michigan fan maybe. Is he?
His Dido's still over the rear of Rapture. These boys are fighting it hard for P5.
Yeah, that's the closest battle we have here. Except
Johndoeswork still behind Ghost Rider up ahead.
Yeah, I guess he's just gonna ride behind him until the last lap maybe and try to see if he can, get the podium place back.
He's pretty close now. It wouldn't surprise me if he opts for the swap here, but we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. The Ghost Rider is pretty low on tier, right?
Oh,
so,
John went a little wide there out of that final corner.
yeah.
He is dumping battery, so I think this might be the move. Ghost Rider is not
Almost
really going
about
to... Maybe roll. Nope,
he did not, yeah. He think twice of it. Yep, he think twice of it, and that is good. So Dido finally get a move on Rapture again. So let's have another round of it. These two are the one giving us excitement. Yeah.
A bit cleaner on that side of it from those two.
Yep. And we get Lee Bloomer, the Aston Martin. Is there any Aston Martin? Okay, Lee Bloomer and Stickman together. But yeah. Which is not a bad race, I think, because out of 14, only 3 people was out, and I think the New York fan and the mat was avoidable, to be honest. So
not smart to go side by side through the stadium section, especially with 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, that wasn't a smart move because you're gonna have the DRS next anyway.
It is almost smarter just to stick behind him and then move on the straight.
Yep, and Stickman got a little bit wide there, but was able to come back, no issue. Dido ended up to round 5 or round 6, I guess.
Dido fuel light is on, so that's important to note.
Yep. And Raptor decide cannot make the move this time because Dido almost under 15% of ERS, and Raptor has 68%. So he is in a better position, but get a little bit loose there out of the exit. Lost a little bit of time. Should be able to
went a
get
little
back.
deep into turn 1 and just wasn't able to kind of correct it there, but is back going and still within DRS.
Yep. Alpine is having a second half of the season a nice one, to be honest. They're having a nice second season.
Jlowry kind of. So Jlowry kind of went on a little streak there of not doing too great in the races, but has recently righted that ship and had a fairly easy race today.
Yep, to be honest, he was way out of pace from the other guys, and I think he maybe even be reserved for tier 5 or tier 4 today. So yeah, he may be up there getting some point for Alpine again.
See if Rapture decides to have a go here at Dido.
He will have 2. There are 2 more laps to go. He got the DRS.
Dumping battery.
Yeah, I will have to wait for the end of next lap to do my move, to be honest, because I have more ERS on him. Dump it everywhere and just pull out. This is the closest battle we have, so we're gonna stay with this
Other
guy.
battle we have is the battle for the final point spot. Jay Morrison and Michigan Fan.
Oh, Jay Morrison.
Michigan Fan is pulling away, but Michigan Fan's fuel light is also on.
Oh, he's off now. Yeah.
If I'm a Michigan Fan, I'm not too worried about that fuel light if it's flickering on and off.
Yeah. So he should be fine.
There's Dido and Rapture.
And have to go to the inside. And and now that.
Jay Morrison?
Yeah.
That is Jay Morrison around.
Oh, wow. All right, he's lost the last place fight now. Last point fight now. So we still have Dido and end up with the most exciting race now. But Dido have 90% ERS and end up to have 75%. He can burn as much as he wants, or he can decide to let him pass and try to get him to the last lap. This is gonna be an interesting call. So he decided to let him go and gonna have the DRS for the last lap. This is gonna be interesting. This is not bad thinking from Raptor at all. Whoa, we go to the inside, and they both side by side. Yeah.
Jay Morrison pulling off to let his teammate by.
Yeah. These two Raptor and Dido having a nice race, to be honest. So far it's clean, but Dido full light, he is under 10% to be honest, and that's gonna be costly for him. And Raptor have the DRS and have the DRS against Dido. Dido won't have it. He is burning now. Little bit of ERS. But Dido gonna have the DRS in the last straight, which is not what you wanna have going to the last lap. So
it looked like Dido might have gave it to him on purpose, but I don't think Dido realizes how much battery that
guy have. Is Raptor gonna use a body? No, he's not using. Dido is making his move to the inside again. He let him go.
For the battles.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about battery.
And he go to the that touch. Oh boy, and Raptor go and Raptor move. Dido go behind him.
Luckily for them, Homer is quite a ways back. Dido kissed the ball again there. He's got wing damage and his fuel light is blinking. See if Homer can steal a spot off of him here.
Dido lost an end plate. Homer is like 5 seconds behind. Ace won't be enough for a lap. So let's go with Jlowry, who is about to finish his lap. He had been untouchable today. He can start waving now. Go crossing the line. He done it. Alpine P1 Max Verstappen race like he did, and that was amazing to watch. He is the king of tier 6 for now. Andrioli about to cross the line in P2, and Johndoeswork gonna be our P3 and P2 championship still consolidating. Ghost Rider in P4, the Ferrari having a good day, and Rapture finally gonna be the P5 guys. But Matt is closing to a Dido. Maybe he can get it to the
Might
last
have a
sector.
shot here off the final corner if Dido
Yeah.
starts to run out of fuel. Don't know if he
Yeah.
will though.
Yeah, so and Raptor on P5, Dido about to be P6, and Hormone on P7. Yes, sir. And Lee Bloomer from AlphaTauri gonna be our P8. Stickman P9, and the last point gonna go to the Haas of Michigan Fan. Wow, that was something.
Say that. I don't know who's at fault for that one with the Raptor and
Yeah,
Dido. I guess we'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out. I couldn't tell who, but Jameson already left the race because he said I won't get any point anyway. So
He's seen enough.
we've seen enough. Yep, that's what Sketchable does after any race. And Raptor is the driver of the day. She's not bad at all.
Last race.
Nah. It happened, and Raptor said it's not what I wanted to want. But that was nice. Those two guys gave us a nice battle between Dido and Raptor. That's a sad thing that they get a touch, but still it was a good clean race overall for tier 6, to be honest.
It didn't really cost him any spots. I mean, it might have cost Dido a chance at 5th, but I don't think he would have gotten it with his fuel situation anyway. So
that is sure.
Ultimately, they didn't lose any points out of it, in my opinion.
Sure. That is sure. I don't think that anybody losing in that case. So that's not bad at all, to be honest. So we're gonna our run order, which is Jlowry P1, Andrew P2, Johndoeswork P3, Ghost Rider P4. Do you have time to send a message to the top 3 to see if they want to come to the interview room? Jlowry, Andrew, and Johndoeswork. So Ghost Rider P4, Raptor P5, Dido P6, Homer P7, Lee Bloomer P8, Stickman P9, Michigan Fan P10, Jay Morrison P11, New York Fan P12, Matt DNF P13, and QuickTime P14.
We have John in the waiting room.
Alrighty, that is fantastic. Let's see if we can go and grab him. Ooh. Let me see. Alright, so I get Andre Yoli. Johndoeswork is the last to finish, so let's grab him first. Hello, Mr. Johndoeswork.
What's up, buddy?
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing, man. How's it going?
It's going alright. So, what was the core strategy that you guys end up doing? And I guess you were unlucky with the safety car, and that gave a chance for Andre to get some new tire. And from there on, it was almost game over for you guys for the top 2, for example.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, we still came away with the podium. In all reality, in my opinion, it should have been 2nd place, but we'll leave that for another time.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad race. That wasn't bad, but your pace after the safety car, me and Ganfan was thinking that you should be able to get to Andre Thioli. Do you have any issue, or it was just like the guy was a little bit too quick?
No, everything was working good. We were just waiting on his tires to wear out, and we were going to catch him, and then the safety car came out. So, we pit, and we had a set of mediums that I scuffed up in qualifying that I threw on. And, I mean, I think his tires were just a little bit newer, and, he was just fast today, so he ran away with it.
Yeah, but overall, that's still a P3 and P4 for the Ferrari, which is always a good day for the Ferrari. Janfan, do you have anything to add?
So,
No.
I have a quick question about the quali. I saw you make a mistake coming out of that last corner on your last lap. Do you think, looking back on it, would you have gone softs initially rather than go for your medium lap like you did?
Not really, because that was my fault. I've been having trouble with that turn all week practicing, and I just haven't got it down. So I just kind of botched it, and it is what it is,
I'd say that was the difference between...
When I came back out on softs, I was like over half a second ahead.
So you would have qualified second if you didn't make that last mistake there.
Oh yeah,
The field
I
was
would
just
have
so close.
if it wasn't for that, but stuff happens.
It's a part of it.
Yeah,
It is
that is true.
the state. It still worked out today. We did good. We got good points. My teammate did a great job, and yeah, that's how it went, man.
That's good. I'm sure your TP must be happy. So thank you again, Johndoeswork, and happy to see you again like every Sunday, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, see you next week, buddy.
See ya. All right, so now we should get Mr. Andreoli. How are you doing, sir? Let's try to grab. He left, so let me try to bring him again. Hello. One more time. Hello.
Maybe.
You guys see me?
Oh, okay.
There we go.
How are you doing, sir? What a race! I wasn't. I guess we think that the safety car played right onto your hands. How do you feel? What do you think about that?
I got a little fortunate there, but I had a feeling something would come around there with the way the T is going. There's always good to be one or two safety cars during a race. So yeah, I had a feeling that would be coming our way.
That was nice. And after the safety car, your pace it was just like above the Ferraris. We know Jlowry is on his own league, but I wasn't thinking you're gonna be that quick compared to the Ferrari. Were you expecting to be that far ahead compared to them?
Absolutely. I thought that I could maybe challenge Jlowry if we had a little bit more luck go our way, but we left a little bit out there in qualifying. Thought we should have been on the front row of the grid for sure, and then was driving with damage in the first stint of the race. Got into a little bit of a run in there in the first lap on sector 1, but once we got the front wing changes, the pace was there, and we made it work for the rest of the race.
Were you getting a bit worried there with the in your first stint when your fuel light was on and there wasn't a safety car there for the longest time?
I was a little bit. I knew that the race had been fumbled a little bit at that point, but there's always something that's going to happen in T6. It's never over. Even in the final 6-7 laps, there's always going to be a chance for something, and the door's there. That's why we take an aggressive stance, aggressive game plan towards these races, and hope for the best.
That's paid off a lot. That's paid off nicely, and now I'm sure you are now in the top 5 in the championship or top 4 if I'm not mistaken, which is a good improvement for you. And even Mercedes, we need at some point now. Also fortunate for your teammate who is a good friend of mine, but still, nice work out there, and your pace looking strong. So I hope to see you next week by Monza. How do you feel there?
Yeah, Monza's ultimate classic track. Lots of downforce. Lots of low downforce setups going to be tested, and it's a track that everyone fancies themselves having a chance at. It's not many technical aspects to it, but we'll be ready. That's for sure.
That's good. Happy to hear. I wish you all the best for next Sunday as well, and congratulations for your P2 again. Thank you, man, for stopping by.
Appreciate that, lads. Thank you.
Alrighty. Now we get our winner, Jlowry, the guy who is on his own league, the Max Verstappen of Tier 6. Man, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you going?
You're doing all right. What a race you pull out there! Like really, what is this? What is this? Because now you're showing like, hey guys, I'm like head and shoulder above everybody else. That was how it was basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a really fun track, the Netherlands track. That was pretty much it. Really enjoyed the track, so went faster on it.
Were you at any moment of the race worried when there was a safety car that something may go wrong? That can happen sometimes during this season we saw with you.
Well, I was in the lead, so I wasn't too worried about the safety cars. I was worried at the start of the race I had to save a bunch of fuel because I forgot to change my fuel.
Oh.
So I spent the first half just saving. That was my only
You were
worry.
still pulling away.
Yeah.
So if you were saving fuel, we couldn't tell because I mean you were pulling about like a second and a lap there for a minute, and it was just ridiculous how much of an advantage you had over everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like I was much quicker than I have been, like in France, for instance, where I didn't like I won, but I wasn't really by that much. And then like Spain, I wasn't really that far ahead there either. So like I don't know.
I think for once you did not
I
make
f-
any mistakes. That's what makes it. Because in Spain you spun, in France you spun all well. So today you have a whole race without any mistake, and that's how the gap was built up, basically.
Yeah, yeah, it's a fun race though.
Any last word, Thegan fans?
How are we feeling about Monza? Is that one of your favorite tracks? Is it one you don't really look forward to? What are your thoughts on Monza?
It should be good. It's a fun track. Just a lot of straight lines, so shouldn't be too hard.
Get all worried about turn one on the race start?
Well, a little bit, but we'll see what happens.
Just try to start first, so hopefully you won't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. Seeing how you have like a 6 pole straight, that is right, Giant fan. I think it is your 6th time he get the pole
He's
position.
got 5 poles now.
5
on the
poles now
season.
in like 7 races. That's insane. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, it's been most of my practices. It's just
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah, we are very happy about you, and I'm sure if everything goes well, we will see you next weekend here as well. And congratulations on your win once again. You are increasing your lead on the driver championship now, and yeah, I'm pretty sure now you can feel the championship trophy like in the grasp of your hand, because there's like only 2 more races to go, basically.
Yeah. Well, it'd be good to win. It's my first league race since
Wow.
like F1 2020, so should be good.
Well, you are starting well. You're looking good, and that's why I'm saying you're looking good.
Yeah. All right.
All right, man. Thank you. We appreciate you for stopping by, and hope you see you next week again. All right.
See you next
Have a
week,
good
man.
one. That's nice. So, Mr. Dan fans, that was a nice race. I wasn't expecting a clean race at that level from tier 6, and it did happen. So I was really nicely surprised. What about you?
Hey, we like that nice surprise. We like that nice surprise about how clean it was. We had a couple good battles there and
Yes.
a couple little moments, but nothing too bad, I thought. So hopefully, I think it sets the table here for these final 2 weeks, and hopefully some tricky tracks to kind of keep it clean at Monza and Monaco. But
Oh, boy.
hopefully, this is just
Monaco.
a preview of what's to come.
Indeed. All right, guys. Hope you had fun how we did, and you guys can go move to the tier 5, who is almost on the way, I think. And I see you next week in tier 4 in about an hour again. So, Giant fans, thank you again. You are the best, and see you guys.